Right, Rich, we have some more goodies, don't we?
We do indeed.
Oh yes, today we have some Blec equipment. Now, if you're a landscape contractor or had anything to do with landscapes or golf course design or any real fancy stuff, capability brown stuff, then these two pieces of equipment are exactly what you've either wanted, had, used, or can only dream of. Let's check out what they are. So this here is a multi-scraper, so 3-point linkage, hydraulic rammed multi-scraper. Now the idea is a bit like a tractor bucket. So you hitch that on the back of the tractor and then you use the ram to control the angle of your bucket or scoop. So then as you're going along, you can grade the ground and then sort of pick up at the end what you've graded off if you've still got a load of material there, or you can just use it as a grader. So really useful product for getting a rough level on your lawn area or soil area or mountainscape, whatever it might be. So yeah, very, very good. Now this here is a Blec box rake or rotor rake, whatever you want to call it. So again, 3-point linkage, PTO driven with the hydraulic control on it as well. Now this here is for getting a perfect level on your landscaping area. So as you're driving along, this is going around here and pulling material along with you. So it will take out all the lumps and bumps within your area and leave a perfectly fine finish behind, pretty much ready for seeding. Now that there is a phenomenal piece of equipment, and as you can see, it has not been used for a very long time because that soil is very, very dry, very, very clogged up with soil. We have lots of grease on the top, so at least it's been greased. There's a PTO shaft cover missing there. There's a lot more grease there, but hopefully there's not. Hopefully the bearings are all fine on it, but we're going to go through it all and have a look. Nice big gearbox in there. And yeah, it is just an absolute weapon of a machine, that is. Also got a bit of a self-build project here on the back corner on that caster wheel, which sets your levels, but yeah, love that. Now the reason I'm most excited about it is because when I was a landscaper some 12, 15 years ago, I could only dream of having something like that, and I'm going to have to sell it, so it's going to be for sale. So if you're interested in this, please let me know in the comments or email below. Also our eBay link is below as well if you want to have a look at any of the other machinery we're selling. So it is now time to hand both of these over to our tame steam cleaner driver. Oh yes, it's the Twig. Yeah,
I'll do my thing.
Rich is going to do his thing. So now we're going to go through these. Well, I say we, the royal we.
Me.
Little we. It's going to go through and steam clean them all, get everything looking really nice, and then we'll have another look to see what needs doing, and then they'll be handed over to Mike. And he is going to use his beautiful, what is it, Rich? I need
an HDS 1021 4M high pressure steam cleaner.
There we go. That is a beautiful bit of kit. So Rich done a little short on this the other day, so check it out. That is a beautiful, beautiful machine. And yeah, Rich, when you get all steamy in a minute, give me a shout, and I'll come out and film some more.
I will do.
There he is out here, look, steam cleaning. Oh, he's already got a fair bit off. Those pines don't look so bad, now you can actually see them. Woo! I've never seen you look so steamy. So Rich here, look, looking very happy with himself because these two implements are now looking proper swish. Ah, you brought a pond in for us, Rich. Or is it a drinking trough for Mike? So you can have a drinking trough. A cup of tea. And then this one is looking proper fantastic. I didn't think it would come up that well, if I'm honest. You actually look right in at the old cereal plate now as well. So now that is there for, who's that chap in our workshop? Rich, what's his name?
Mike the mechanic.
Oh, Mike and the Mechanics. Here he is.
The one and only.
The one and only. To,
that was somebody else's song, wasn't it?
Well, it probably was, wasn't it? Well, that's when you're on your own, Mike, isn't it? And you sing, I am the one and only. To go through bearing-wise, I presume there's either a chain or a belt in there.
I expect there will be a chain.
Chain, I expect, being the type of machine it is. Make sure all the PDO shaft and everything all works. We are missing a PDO shaft cover there. Guard on there as well. Make sure the pipe's all right, make sure the bearings are okay, and then he's going to have to be clever. I know he'll have to put his different out on that day. He loves it. And,
if I was clever, I wouldn't be fucking working here.
Same for you, Rich.
And we've got to try and work out 2 new wheels, I think, for there, 2 matching ones.
Right, so Mike has looked through the Blec box rake to see, or rotor rake to see what was wrong with it. So now we're just going to go around and see what he's found. What have you found then, Magic?
Right then, well, let's start at the front.
Got PDO shafts.
PDO shaft where the guards is shot, so you need new guards. Universal joint shot on there.
Oh yeah. Fairly easy replacement.
And to go along with that, they've been giving it a bit too many beans. The poor old slip clutch wouldn't be able to keep up with it. So you see there's no paint left on there.
Yeah.
So he's been slipping and getting really hot. You can see the joints all got hot. And the little rubber seals that would keep the grease in your joints, they've all melted out.
So theoretically, probably easier for a whole new PDO shaft, would it be, or?
They isn't the cheapest things in the world.
No.
But it's worth just pricing things out. And then from there, your first line of bars, they need welding up the other end. A couple of them snapped off in the box section.
A little bit of bending going on.
Yeah, and a bit of bending going on. Again, you're back to the guards there.
Yeah.
And then on the shaft, they've replaced this bearing there at some time, but you've got a keyway issue. And a bit of shaft movement. So someone's worn a bit there.
Yeah, so do you reckon, although the bearing's been replaced, the shaft's worn?
Yeah, I probably spun before so they put a new bearing on,
Yeah.
hoping that would cure it.
We're just looking at the system here, so the PDO shaft goes in through
Into
here,
level, that's
and
it.
you've got a gearbox in there,
That's it.
and you've got a bit of tape on there, so is that just a
Yeah, it's
case for
just-
checking the oil
He's a
level?
little bit on the low side, and oil needs changing.
Yeah, and then it comes out the
that's
gearbox along this shaft here, onto the sprocket, and then down here you've got your chain tensioner there, which actually is quite a nice design, that, isn't it, of a chain tensioner?
It is, as long as you don't seize up.
Which he is.
Yeah. And he wants turning around because
Oh yeah, because there's not a great deal of...
not a lot of.
It's quite nice, that's reversible though, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you've still got 50% of the life left in that one then?
And then on your rotary, one or two of the fingers are bent.
Bent, yeah.
Nothing horrendous. The other guard this side, the other fold
yeah.
down guard.
Oh yeah, the guard up there.
That's
yeah.
it. But then if you're stupid enough to walk into it when it's running, it's your problem, isn't it?
What's the bearings like on the main rotor?
They're all right.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to try the ram yet, but
No.
it,
But at least he's been sucked in, isn't he?
yeah,
So
he's in, so at least.
So this ram here allows you to offset your rotor. So instead of your rotor being straight behind your tractor, you can actually have it at an angle like so. So when you're raking your ground up through, you can offset it and allow your material to come off to one side rather than pulling it all the way through. So you do that to start with, and then as you sort of get a much more level ground, you would make that straighter, pulling the material all the way along until you got it to the end.
You could go mad and free up your adjusters, but it don't look like they've ever been adjusted since Moses was at play. So.
So these box rakes or rotor rakes, depending on where you're from in the world, they roughly retail second hand for about £3,500. I paid £800 for this one, knowing that it has done quite a bit of work. So as Mike's now found that we do need to do a few bits and pieces on it, which was to be expected, but I paid 800 quid, so quite happy with that. And it's got probably about £400 or £500 we need to spend on it. So we'll get all that done and sorted. And then the box scraper down here, which, well, to be fair, there isn't too much that can go wrong with that one. I only paid 100 quid for that, but it's probably only worth about £400 maximum, I expect. So maybe a paint job, maybe not. If you're interested in either of these, let us know in the comments below, and also our eBay link is below as well. Since we recorded last, Mike found a few more issues, Mikey, didn't he?
I did find a little bit.
Which included stripping out the shaft out of here, up through to there, and it's missing the gearbox in there, because that was one of the old bearings, Mike, was it?
Yeah, just whether
Or
that's
is that someone else we've got in bits at the moment?
No, that's the same. It would have been one of a pair that sat there.
Yeah.
And I said a bit of play on the shaft, and I thought it might have been play in the shaft to start off with, but when you take it and wash it and clean it, there is a split, which you may not pick up very well. There's a split in the cast in there.
Good on.
So that was letting things move about a little bit. And then when I finally got around to checking the oil in the gearbox, there was a bit of oil in there, but there was a little bit of a residue.
Oh, lovely. Bit of cream.
Yeah. So drain that out, and then when you get to just turning empty, it was very rough.
It was.
Yeah, and there was a bit of movement on the shafts. So I pulled the box to pieces.
And now you've got a lovely big pile of. Oh, there's your old ones, is it?
That's the old ones. Should match up with the new ones.
Yeah. You can hear that. Full rebuild on this gearbox. So we're going to set up a time lapse up here, and Mike is going to put that gearbox back together. So have fun watching that.
That's if Mike can remember how it went back together.
All right, Mike, all looking good?
So far, so good. Got a bit of backlash in there, which you need. Just, don't know if your speaker will pick that up.
Yeah.
But it isn't very much.
No. So why do you need the backlash then?
Well, as things warm up, things expand. If you have them too tight, when they expand up, they get even tighter. And then that's your vicious circle, and then you end up destroying it because it's all meshing too tight, working too hard. So you always got to build in a little bit of backlash.
Yeah, well, there's something I learned today. So it's a reduction gearbox as well, that one?
That's right, yeah, because you can see that one's going around quite a few times.
Yeah. So probably 2 to 1, I should think, isn't it? Something like that?
Well, I haven't bothered to count it up, to be fair, but they're both going round. So that's,
Yeah, that's right. So now I guess you've got to put that one back in to there.
that's right, yeah.
Put all your PTO shafts on and connect all that job up and replace your guards.
Yeah, I don't know if it's got all our other bits and pieces yet, but
No, as and when they turn up. But yeah, we're still waiting for parts of that one, parts of that one, parts of that one, parts of that one. You're falling apart, Mike.
Mark?
You're falling apart,
it
Mark.
might be falling apart.
Falling apart, Mike.
A few loose nuts and bolts, perhaps.
Yeah, just screws.
Yeah, a bit screw loose, yeah. Like I said before, you had to be a bit mad or else you wouldn't do the job.
True. It's done. It's ready. It's finished. Let's have a look. So, Michael, the sun is shining. Are you smiling?
Got to be smiling when the sun is shining.
And the good news is, she's all done. All ready to go. So what have we done since we put the gearbox in last, haven't you? So, new PDO shafts.
Yeah, and the complete shaft there was clutch.
Shaft and guard, and then you can see the nice new clutch in there. Obviously completely rebuilt the gearbox. And then same shaft, isn't it, but new guard.
Yeah, that's it.
And then Mike has fabricated a guard on the end here because it was a little bit exposed on the inside in there, so that's all nice. No new bearings there, was there?
There was one new bearing.
Oh, one new bearing on there, on the outside.
Case and it cracked.
Yeah, and then
it's made up some
new jockey
swivels
wheels.
to us.
So we actually got these from Farm Tech Supplies because they were the closest we could find to the originals, rather than just using normal jockey wheels like there was on before. So a nice wide wheel, and obviously still adjustable on the top with the circlips. The original bracket is on that side, and we've managed to match it on this side, so that all looks pretty good. The only thing we could have done, Mike, was we could have stripped it right down and painted it, couldn't we?
Yes, but the time it takes you to rub it down and prepare it and that, you ain't going to get your money back for that.
No. So my view on painting machinery, because some people will paint everything. Everything they get in, they'll probably paint it. Especially you see that massively in the construction machinery trade with diggers and dumpers. They love painting stuff so it looks like brand new again. Well, brand new. But I love working clothes. Stuff in working clothes, you can see what it's done, you can see it's age related and all of that. So unless it's really rusty and completely rotted out and you've got to literally replace steel, then that would be when we do paint stuff. So the topper we're doing at the moment, prime example. That needed a hell of a lot of welding and work done to it. So that is a complete repaint job, which to me makes sense. I don't know, let us know in the comments what you think about painting second-hand machinery. Really happy with how this has all come out. As I said before, paid 800 quid for it, which came in a job lot of machinery, but I knew it needed a lot of work. And Mike, you probably spent, what, a couple of days on it, I expect, all told?
Something like that. By the time you've straightened out the tines, welded up the fingers on the front there as well, fabricated your jockey wheels.
Yeah, so yeah, it was quite a bit. I know it's only a small machine, but there's quite a lot of work there involved. And we spent about just under 300 quid's worth on parts. So all of the PTO shafts, bits and pieces. Farm Tech Supplies have helped us out with the jockey wheels, so we haven't actually had to buy them. So make sure you check out Farm Tech Supplies to give them a big thumbs up. So if you're looking for any more sort of compact machinery parts, they are brilliant, absolutely amazing, especially on PTO shafts as well, things like that. They're absolutely great company. So yeah, check them out. And so £800 on the machine, plus the VAT, £300 on parts, 2 days of Mike's labour. So, you know, we're starting to add up some money here. And I said these are probably worth about three and a half grand all done. But there's a nice bit of money left in it for us, so we can hopefully turn that quite quickly by selling it out at 2,500 plus the VAT. Now that is very good money for a machine that is now in that condition. So any landscapers out there, trust me, if you buy this, you'll thank me forever and a day, because they are amazing and transform your life. Now I need to redo my lawns at some point, and I know I'm going to regret selling this because I wish I still had it when we come to do that. But it's a long time away. I can't sit on machinery. Once you get it, you've got to sell it. So it will be for sale very soon. And if it is already on eBay or on Facebook, then we have put the links below this video. But no, thank you very much for watching. Thank you, Mike, for doing a sterling job.
Jolly good, yeah.
Magic Mike, as we call him, because there's a good reason for it, because he works as the magician.
Yeah, Mad Mike when you...
Mad Mike.
Yeah, yeah.
He prefers Mad Mike than Magic Mike. Let us know in the comments. Should we call him Mad Mike or Magic Mike?
He gets mad sometimes.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, if he's not whistling, he's unhappy. Mike's a whistler. Oh, yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Cheerio. Bye.